Good morning, everybody, and thank you for coming to today's Restaurant News and Networking meeting, group number one. We are a group of restaurant vendors who are here to help each other grow our businesses and to offer help to any restaurant who might have an issue or a problem that they need help with. If you would like to join us, please give us a call at 561-620 8888 or go on our website at trnusa.com and also go on our YouTube page, which is Today's Restaurant, which is slowly growing. I'm glad to see that. I want to welcome two new members, two new faces on the board this morning. Debbie Telsey, why don't you just give us a quick hello, who you are and what you do?
Hi, thank you for inviting me. I'm one of the founding members for ICANN Living and Learning Center. We are a nonprofit that assists individuals with disabilities to find employment through the state of Florida. There's no cost to our clients with every disability. When I say disability, it's not just intellectual. It's not, it can be anything. And we go out in the community, we help them find jobs and we advocate for them. So we help people with disabilities, but on the other side of it, we help employers who are looking for, employees. And we're a job coach, so we're there to assist. We do not place people in jobs where they can't be successful. We try our best to place people where they're going to succeed. Not only do you change somebody's life, you change the life of their families. You change by hiring somebody with disability, you change their life. You also change the lives of the people that work at your company. Also, when you hire somebody with a disability, you able to get a tax break. The government gives you a tax break for hiring somebody with a disability. So it's a plus. If anyone has any family members or friends with disabilities, they can call me. I can guide them, or a business that's interested in employees. We work from Miami all the way to Fort Pierce. So we're everywhere. We have great job coaches, and thank you, Howard and Terry, for this opportunity. I can be reached at 561-715-4379. My website is www.icanfl.org. Again, thank you for this opportunity.
Oh, thank you and welcome. Jim, why don't you tell us who you are, what you do, and thanks for getting up early.
Yes, good morning. Yeah, so based in California, and so we're a primarily a plant-based company, focused on what we're going to be working with Chris Rodriguez on is basically a campaign around the Better Burger, and this is it's a product that our production partner in Rancho Cucamonga. It's a 2.2 ounce slider smash burger, or it could be a taco crumble, but a fantastic and disruptive product. And we're working with La Brea Bakery on their vegan brioche, and basically it's a cross promotion campaign with La Brea Bakery and the burger. And we just landed Native Foods. They have 12 locations. They're going to be launching in July. So this is a nice step forward. We also can produce and private label contract manufacture a variety of plant-based items at our facilities. So we have 2 locations. One is in Pico Rivera. I'm on my way there shortly, so I'm probably going to have to cut this short today. But I just wanted to jump on and introduce myself and be part of the team here. So one company, they produce lavash style flatbreads, and it's a Middle Eastern 3-generation baker, and a wonderful flatbread lavash. It's about 22% moisture. Others are about 32 to 35%. So it's a 1200 degree bake off. So really an amazing traditional lavash that could be used in in a variety of wraps and rolls that we're introducing at DPI trade show and IDDBA, and then the NACS show, which is going to be in Atlanta. So we have capabilities of producing RTE, ready to eat, grab and go, from sandwiches to lavash wraps to breakfast burritos to a vegan brioche that would have like just egg and our bulgogi patty, or a sausage patty and plant-based cheese. So 100% vegan there. And then production capabilities where we could be doing spreads and cream cheese and sour creams and a variety of plant-based milks and cheeses at our production facility in Rancho Cucamonga. So I'll stop there, and I'm very happy to be working with Chris and his group. So Howard, you made that intro. I greatly appreciate that. And to be reached, my phone number is 562-884-7780. Jim at rainbowfoods.co, and the website is rainbowfoods.co. And we're updating this as we speak. So a new company and a new opportunity in the plant-based segment. So I appreciate the opportunity to share.
Okay.
Jim, real quick, I'm from Rancho Cucamonga.
Ah, amazing.
I lived there for many years and worked in Irvine, if you can believe that, for 10 years as a
I
national.
live in
sales
Irvine.
manager.
How about that?
No way.
Incredible.
Were you
Yeah.
off of Baseline? Is your operation off of Baseline?
It's off of a Haven and
Oh, by
Jersey.
the airport?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I
Yeah.
lived right there.
Amazing. And we
Amazing.
live in
Wow.
we live in Irvine, the Quell Hill area of Irvine.
And I
If you
was
know
right
that.
behind John Wayne Airport.
Okay, beautiful. Yeah, I had a
Wow.
restaurant in Newport Beach for many years. So I'm an Orange County
Yeah,
person.
I grew up in Orange County. Wow, that's weird.
Amazing. Okay.
Well,
Helen,
welcome.
Helen, you had a question?
Obvious question, is it kosher?
It can be. We can get certified kosher. Yes. That's
Okay.
something that the facility in Pico Rivera, I believe they have halal, and they plan on getting kosher certification. Yes.
Okay, that would be great. That would
Yeah.
sell a lot more product.
Yeah, exactly. So good point.
Okay.
Okay. Well, welcome aboard. Thanks for
Thank you.
coming. Everybody, thanks for coming. Today, we're going to have a presentation by one of our members, Terry Lena, with Workwear Outfitters, our uniform member. If anybody wants to schedule themselves for a presentation, please get in touch with me and I'll be happy to schedule it for you. So Terry, are you ready to take the floor?
I'm ready. All I need to do is hit
yeah.
share screen, or you got to do it first.
Let's do it and make sure that your sound is on through the whole presentation.
Okay, because we got Darren on the call. Just in case.
Okay, I think you have it. You have the screen. You know
Okay.
how to do it?
Yeah. Oh, I need to go back.
Come on, Darren, explain it to her.
She's
got
got it. I have
Okay.
faith. I can see it.
And if everybody can see it, they can hear me.
It hasn't come up yet, but it can take a few minutes.
You know. Does it
You have to
say?
pick- You have to pick what you want to share, whether it be your whole screen or just a particular window.
Oh well. Oh, I see. Sharing.
There you go.
There we
There
go.
we go. Okay.
There you go.
All right. Now, how's that?
Perfect.
Perfect. Okay.
Perfect.
Workwear out. I just want to start with like our company overview to kind of give you the history, the back history to where we were and where we're going. I gotta go to that one. This is our mission statement. We champion and empower workers who make our world work better. And if you look at all the different industries that are out there, that kind of gives you a hint to, from culinary to distribution to chemical, welding, automotive, flame resistant, construction, and police and fire. We really, when I tell you our brands are out, we have multiple brands. Our bag is so big that we keep saying as salespeople, we need a tractor trailer to keep our samples in. So the history, when you look back, so it was back in 1923 when Red Cap was founded, and that's our industrial line, and that is still our industrial line today. Forest Small was founded in 1937. That is our police, fire, security. When you think about VF Solutions was founded in 1971, we still maintain a lot of these large accounts like Border Patrol, TSA, FedEx, New York Fire Department. That's just to name a few. And then Bulwark is our flame resistant line that was founded in 1971. Well, VF Corporation, and when I talk about VF, if you think about VF, they are all lifestyle brands. They're North Face, Nautica, Reef, Vans. We were under that huge umbrella, but they were lifestyle. We were workwear. They purchased us in 1986. They purchased Red Cap, which is industrial, then the Horace Small and VF Solutions along with that. And then finally in 1996, they purchased Bulwark. Well, rumor has it they were trying to sell us for a very long time because we didn't really fit the lifestyle brands. We were all workwear. In 2017, they acquired Williamson-Dickies. Williamson-Dickies, we still have that under the Workwear Outfitters brand, but only the occupational workwear. We don't have any of the retail brands. So when you're thinking like the stuff that you see in, say, Walmart or the scrubs and things like that, or shoes, we don't have that, just the occupational workwear. Then, if that wasn't enough, we decided, okay, we're going to acquire Walls and Liberty and Kodiak, Work Authority. So that kept us going until 2007 was Work Authority, 2008 was Kodiak, and then Walls is our outdoor brand. Liberty, when you think of Liberty, I think of like the bibs and coveralls and things like that that farmers use. Well, finally, they decided to sell us, and we were sold in 2021 and purchased by Redwood Capital Industries. And since then, I will say we were all very nervous. I like anyone when you're going through an acquisition, what's going to happen, you know, how many employees are going to be laid off and all of that. I will say we lost 30 people through COVID and acquisition. When you think of 55,000 people working, to only lose 30 people, that's pretty impressive. This is our portfolio again. Like this really kind of speaks a little bit to what I just went over when they were founded. So you could take, you know, I will send this presentation out so you could, you know, read over what each one does. And why Workwear Outfitters? It's like a lot of people say, well, why do we want to work with Workwear Outfitters? When you think about us, because we have such experience, we have over 100 years of experience, we are best in supply chain. Even at our worst, we were beating the competitors out during the whole COVID. You know, we have had long time relationships with our suppliers, with the fabric plants that keeps us, you know, to be there. When they reach out, we're pretty much number one out there who's getting first dibs on what fabric's out there. Unparalleled product capabilities. Again, you've seen the breadth of the line. We could do anything from a standard stock piece of a garment to a custom garment. We also we're trusted. We are a very trusted partner. We tote like a lot of our big accounts because we have those relationships with the distributors that makes us stronger and grow. The other thing is at our at-one service model. If you get your order in by 3 p.m., it's most likely going to ship if it's not embroidered or has customization needed to it. And what does that all do when you think about it? It really does make us, we have a very, very strong financials, returns on our capital, as well as we're stability-wise financially, we're very, very, very set. Differentiating because of our at-once service model. if you think about this, we have over 63,000 SKUs. That's a lot to remember, right? Under all these brands. So we're constantly growing and innovating. Our inventory. Our DCs, you'll see in a future slide. I mean, we have multiple DCs, but we have like, it's called a high bay system, where if you ever get the chance, if you're ever in Nashville to see our, we call it the Rock, because they just keep adding to it. It's to the point where they couldn't even add to it anymore. But it's a high bay system, and there's forklift drivers going all around, and it's just amazing to see. When we take an end user back there to see our capabilities and how much we inventory, I mean, it just speaks for itself. Fast order to ship. Again, if you get it in and it's not something that has to be, embroidered, we're going to try and get that out by 3 p.m. 98% of the orders ship within 24 hours. Customization. It's normally 7 to 10 days, but Kevin, Darren, and Helen could speak to this. It does seem to be taking a little bit longer these days, but once you get it, they could speak to the quality of what we can actually do. The other thing I will say, like shipping flexibility, everybody thinks because we're such a big company that we're not going to ship one piece. We ship one piece to a case quantity. The average order I think is around 10 pieces, but we can do small orders. I think there is a small order fee. It's like $2.50. Understanding the workers. So this really, when you think about what we do, when our merchandising team goes out into the marketplace and we're going to design new clothing, I mean, they're out there for months, sometimes years. We came out with a shop pant. They were telling us about it for 3 years, never launched for 5 years, because they want to make sure when we launch a product, all the research and development is done. They have the right product and it fits the customer's needs, and their job description. Our design capabilities. I mean, right now we've been working on aprons to launch for the culinary line for over 8 months. I keep asking, every time we're on a call, when are they coming? When are they coming? I've got to see the prototypes. I was very impressed with them, but we will not launch it until it, passes all of our in-house testing. We do have our own in-house lab where we test from color retention to pilling to the strength of the fabric. I mean, you name it, we test it. Again, back to the assortment and breadth. 63,000 SKUs, for we have automotive to chemical to flame resistant to culinary. So we have a huge line to be able to sell to our customers. Customization and personalization. We have what we call it Imagine It. So that should be on my next slide. No, it's not. Let's innovative products first. So when we talk about innovative products, Bulwark is our flame resistant line. Just to speak to what we can do, we came out with this IQ series, and IQ has actually polyester in the garment, and polyester has always been a no-no in a flame resistant line. What was really impressive to me was it took over 42 years to develop this apparel, over 100 scientists. And me personally, I was like, I would have gave up by now. I mean, that's commitment to being out there to become and do innovative product. For the red cap, which when we launched Mimics, if you see on that picture there's a panel on the back. What they did was they watched workers doing multiple jobs, from transportation industry to the culinary industry to the automotive industry. So when we first launched that line, they actually took the time. They worked with an innovative company, and you literally, how you moved, that's the way that the fabric's going to move on you. The shirt's going to move the way you're moving. The pants has stretch panels in the crotch and well as on the sides. We have a Pro pant and a Mimics pant. It's just really been one of our biggest innovative products. Zero scratch, that's more for the automotive industry because they can't have any buttons or any plaques. any snaps or anything like that on the front of the garment, because when they're working on the cars, they don't want to be able to scratch that. But what really is interesting for the culinary and the restaurant industry is the oil block technology. That started in the automotive industry, but now we went and tested it against all of the oils that are used in the restaurant industry, and our chef line has both the Mimics and the oil block technology in it. We also have footwear, which is Terra and Kodiak footwear. Most of that is a composite or a composite toe shoe, so it doesn't really pertain yet to what we're speaking on this call to the restaurant industry, but I do know that they are looking at a soft toe slip resistant shoe that we might be able to promote in the restaurant industry. Distribution. This will show you where we have distribution. We have distribution from Canada all the way through the United States. The main one is in Nashville, like I said, and then anything that needs to be embroidered, that will ship out of our Nashville distribution center. This speaks to the orders that we get. 88% of the orders do ship the same day. 39% of network pieces ship, and the average order is a little over 10 pieces. And we do replenish our inventory 1 to 5 times weekly. We try to keep those stock levels up as high as we can. Again, this is speaking to shipping. Over 100,000 garments are shipped daily. 20 pieces are the average order. 8,500 cases shipped daily. 88% of the orders ship by 3 p.m. and 95.5, if it's not embroidered, will ship within 24 hours. Pretty impressive. I think it's pretty impressive.
Very impressive.
This goes back to the imagine it. So we say, if you can imagine it, we're going to try and do it for you. So we do everything from adding epaulets and pockets, striping on pants, reflective striping, decorative trims, embroidery, and you just name it. Like if the customer comes to us and says, "Hey, I'm trying to do this and I want to put certain things on the collar. Can we do that?" We try and work to accommodate and do our best. We're still working on screen printing. It's not really, I don't know why we can't get that right. Maybe somebody could suggest somebody in Nashville who's a good screen printer, but we're not there yet on that, but we are trying. Now, before I finish and there's questions, I'd like to show you a quick video of what we do. And I think this really sums it all up. Well, thank you. Does anyone have any questions?
I have a comment.
Okay.
Terry worked with our robotics team in getting us red cap mechanic shirts for all of our students and mentors. And she says her screen printing isn't good. I think it's very good. It actually has held up very well through the season. The stretchability is so important. I mean, before we had Dickies shirts, which I know is one of your brands as well, but the red cap, it has mesh panels, so it's more breathable. So we were not nearly as warm as we usually are. It was very comfortable, very flexible. They held up amazingly well. We just turned them inside and out, snapped them together and washed them, and they hang dry, no ironing needed. They look spectacular. The embroidery was beautiful. The screen printing was beautiful. We got so many comments. In fact, I hope, Terry, I gave out your information. You should have heard from at least 2 or 3 teams that I met with at Worlds that said, who did these for you? About what brand we used, why we used it, and explained that they should call you and not order online because you'll help them with pricing.
Well, thank you for that.
So hopefully you'll be hearing from them. But just spectacular clothing, and their team, their design team was amazing to work with. They put up with our back and forth 900 times, I think, to get it right, and just great people to work with. So major kudos to their brand.
Thank you.
Terry, I might be able to help you with some screen printers since I have a whole plethora of them all over the country. So if you want to contact me after, I'm happy to help.
Thank you.
The one number that stuck out to me was that you ship 100,000 garments a day. That's a big inventory.
That's unbelievable. We all went, what?
I know. That's why I was saying, like, even through COVID, like, how lucky were we that only 30 people were let go. And yet, in the DCs, all those people, there was not one person let go in the DCs. Even though, we weren't even shipping anything for what, the first, I can't even remember how long we were not going anywhere. We were on lockdown.
Of the 100,000 that are shipped daily, how many are actually made in the facility?
So we own all of our distribution plants. So we have plants in Mexico and Honduras. I know we're currently looking in Haiti, but I will tell you most of our fabric we buy from Milligan and Mount Vernon here in the United States. And the other thing that we do, because we're part of RAP, we make sure like everyone gets paid really good. We actually provide housing and busing so they can get to work. If I have great videos that speaks to, the loyalty and how thankful, the other countries are to workwear outfitters, for what we do to help support their country.
You mentioned you were getting involved in the footwear. I want to talk to you about that. I have somebody who's got a shoe designed, patented, and everything, and he's looking to license it. It might be a great opportunity for both of you.
Yeah, I can put him in touch with the right people.
Okay.
And I also have a question for you, Terry. You had mentioned that you will ship out one shirt. What would be the minimum order for customization? Like if you're going to actually customize a shirt, is that?
It's it's the same. Yeah, you could just order one shirt to be customized.
Seriously? Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because a lot of people go online and order because they don't realize that we work through distributor partners. So that's why it's good for us to, explain that, I mean, I get that you want to order online. I mean, I'm on Amazon Prime all the time, right? We all do that kind of stuff, but especially when you're in the business, always reach out because I can hook you up with a good distributor partner, or like we talked, Terry, is it worth it for you to open up as a distributor? Because there are minimums that you have to meet, and We will work with you to, so at least they're gonna work with you and provide you cost that's so you can still be competitive and make money.
Okay.
Okay. Anybody else have any more questions?
I just wanted to add, we've had a great experience working with Terry and her company, getting samples for SSCP. Very accommodating, a joy to work with. You know, it was very fast, the whole process from start to finish. So I just wanted to add that to the conversations today.
Thank you.
Great. Well, thank you, Terry, for the presentation. Very informative.
You're
And,
welcome. Thank you.
And what an accolade from such, so many people in just one group. It's got to be terrific. That's all.
Yeah.
Let's
this
go
is a
out
great
there and
group.
get some more business for everyone. But you seem to really know what you're doing. That's for sure.
No, I'm old. That's why.
You're not old.
all right.
You're a seasoned veteran.
Yeah.
Yes, I like that better.
Like I said earlier, if anybody wants to schedule a presentation, please get in touch with me. Don't forget, you're not only talking to the people that are on the screen, you're talking to those people who we know, and you're also going to be presenting your story on YouTube. So all very important. All right, so let's start our introduction so that everybody knows who we are. Jim is probably gone by now, but Debbie, you know, we will send you at the end of the meeting the spreadsheet with all the information of people that are here. So
Thank you.
don't worry about writing everything down. So let's start out with, let's see, Pam, are you here? Pam, are you with us? Okay, how about Chris Rodriguez?
All right, guys,
Chris.
I'm sure most
Chris.
everybody here knows, but not necessarily everybody watching, Strategic Supply Chain Partners, we function as an outsourced purchasing department for small to mid-market sized restaurant companies. We work with them to put significantly improved distribution agreements in place. We also work with manufacturers to get manufacturer direct or deviated pricing in place for our customers. And as you heard a few minutes ago, we've recently really just executed this deal with Rainbow Foods and Jim Saunders this morning. We're very excited about that. We'll be working with those guys for product placement and distribution in grocery stores and things like that, using our industry contacts that we have. So Kevin Anderson, who's also on the call, is one of our partners. John Mulholland is a referral partner as well. We are typically saving our clients on the low end 8%. On the high end, we've got people who are saving up to 15%. I know everybody hears that and thinks, Chris, you're nuts. There's no way you can do it. We do it routinely, and it's becoming surprisingly easy, actually, to see how we get that done. So, Strategic Supply Chain Partners.
Kevin or John, you want to add anything?
You can contact us at www.ssc.partners. You can get a good lowdown of what we do, how we do it. And we are 100% contingency based. There is no fee associated with what we do. We just share in any savings that we find for our clients.
Or you could just call us. That's a better way.
Yes, indeed.
We like to have the one-on-one conversations.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Where are you going to be?
Where am I gonna? I don't know. I just got back. I was 14 out of 17 days away from home in 5 different states, 6 different states. So I'm just happy to be in my house for 24 hours.
Don't blame you.
John, the road warrior.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. All right. Thank you. I mean, obviously, your company, like I always say it, every restaurant operation should be talking to you guys, especially in this economic time. Is it?
I agree 100%, Howard.
There's no downside to it.
There is zero downside.
All right. Let's go to Gabby. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. Gabby with Worksite. We are a full service PEO. We specialize in the restaurant industry, hospitality, and all around Main Street. We help small mom and pop shops grow strategically by automating the HR side of things. We are also very good about getting tax credits as well. Something that Debbie mentioned, the Workers' Opportunity Tax Credit is something that we help with as well. That's when you hire someone that has disability or veterans or someone that wasn't an assisted governmental assisting. We also facilitate giving your employees employee health benefits with only 2 participation as a minimum. This is huge for smaller companies that want to have the employee retention, but it cannot afford employee health benefits, and we don't require employer contribution as well. So, and it's very affordable. It's already priced. Employee health benefit is the one that I actually use. We use it in-house and we use it constantly. It works out very well. There's no deductibles and stuff like that. So it's actually a very robust health benefit. Gabby with Worksite, PEO. My phone number is 561-479-7474.
Okay, thank you. John Bunn, good morning.
Good morning. Excellent presentation. Appreciate that. My name is John Bunn. I'm with the BH Bun Company. We manufacture the bun tying machines. A lot of people have seen our machines in the bakery industry, different restaurants up in Quebec area in Canada, to laundries, to butcher shops. We just shipped 3 machines to the Philippines. We've exported since 1923. This shipment was going to the banks to tie currency. We make a special machine for that. We've also recently sold machines down into New Zealand to tie vegetables. We do tamales, pork roast, beef roast, rotisserie chickens, just about anything you can think of, we've tied it. We've built over 1,500 different variations in the last 117 years. So we can build a machine for you and your specific products that require bundling. My name again is John. Give us a call at 800-222-BUN. My email is info@buntyco.com and our website is buntyco.com. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Pam, are you with us?
I am with you. You can't hear me
Okay.
though, right?
You're up. Tell us
Can
who
you
you
hear me?
are, what you do.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, okay, great, because you couldn't before. This is Pamela Hewitt. I'm with Navitas Credit, and we work with vendors and companies, manufacturers that sell equipment into all industries, but pertaining to this, the restaurant, hospitality, et cetera, and the direct clients that in those industries that might need financing. And this has been an awesome group. I've already gotten quite a few lease contracts for clients that needed equipment from Carpigiani, and networking with Kevin Anderson and more of you. And I can't say more about the group. That being said, once again, we offer equipment financing and working capital to businesses. Equipment financing is our first tier. And with all the banks tightening up, you're going to start seeing clients or people in the industry that credit cards are getting cut, credit lines are getting cut, they can't get approved for financing. We also have, probably over 30 syndication underwriting partners that we work with so that we can pretty much get 98% or so of our clients' applications approved. So my contact number is 813-531-0654. And once again, whether it's you that need the financing or your clients or a vendor or manufacturer that I've got over 20 years experience, and I'm very creative in how to figure out programs that might benefit a company and help them grow. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Randy, good morning.
Good morning, everybody. Gabby, I know you and I still need to connect. I actually might have a good fit for you coming from another PEO company. We can't help them with traditional payroll, so We'll talk afterwards. This is Randy Pumputis with Heartland Payroll and HR Solutions. We handle everything from startups to acquisitions and multi-line location clients. Seeing a huge influx now, even more so, in out-of-state operators. A lot of folks coming down from New York. So our applicant tracking and onboarding has been a real success, especially since it's built into our single login software. And I can be reached at 585-622-2993. Thank you.
I have been trying to get a regional manager of a Florida chain to come to the meeting. I'm going to try to put you in touch with him. I put Kevin in touch with him. I'm going to put you in touch with him as well. They've got 15 locations and they've got several more coming. So I think that would be a good one for you.
Yeah, please do. Not sure if a lot of you folks get down to Miami, but one of my clients just opened up their 18th location, and they're taking advantage of the applicant tracking, the onboarding, which includes the WOTC tax credits. So there's a lot of functionality within the software. So I appreciate that.
Okay. If you don't hear from me within a day, shoot me an email. Terry R., good morning.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Terry Ark. I am owner operator of Creative Business Impressions. I am a promotional products distributor. Promotional products cover so many different things. Basically, it's anything that you want to put your company logo on. I work with a lot of some restaurants that are building franchises. I've dealt with franchises for a few years now, and so I'm actually able to help with an e-commerce program if anyone has any need for that, where you can make sure that your logos and your products are uniform throughout your organization. I love helping people to come up with ideas to help to bring back more your customers, resell items to keep them coming back. I also wanted to, if I could, I don't know if this is appropriate, I just wanted to put a shout out to a conversation I had with Helen and Robert. We got to meet and are going to be able to work on a couple of things together. So I look forward to that. I always like to promote something each time we have these meetings. So I'm going to do this real quick, but this is, anyone who needs banners, there's so many different kinds of materials that could, you want to catch attention for your restaurant. And so this is a screen. I don't know how well you can see it, but then you have the ones that shine, that will glow. So Terry, Creative Business Impressions. I'm located here in Boca Raton, Florida, but I do business everywhere.
Okay, thank you. Miss Darren, good morning.
Good morning, everybody. Darren Gall, Tracy.net. We are a communications consulting and solution provider. What does that mean? We help people make the right decision when it comes to their phone and internet services. We are master agents with just about every provider, so we help you through the maze of carrier haze and find the right solution for your business at a price within your budget. If you haven't looked at a phone bill in a year or two, chances are you're overpaying, and that's something we can help you with. Howard, I'd also love to get the information on that franchise, because we do great with franchises with our phone services. So that would definitely be a good lead for us as well.
Okay,
but it's, go ahead.
Maybe I'll just send it out to everybody.
Perfect. And so it's Tracy.net. It's TRACI.net. It is an acronym for Transmit, Receive, and Communicate Information. You can also reach us at 800-881-8899. And if by email, just sales@traci.net.
Okay, thank you. Helen.
Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning. I'm Helen Gottesman. My husband, Robert, and my son, Adir, and I started Delicious Spoonfuls as a nonprofit to create employment for people with special needs, especially those with Down syndrome and autism. And like Debbie, who we know for years, she even worked with our son, who adores her. We've been able to create jobs for a few people so far on our first few events. And we are trying to create more events. I've been sick with COVID the last week, so I'm really out of it today. I apologize. And I've been isolating, which is not fun. And we are trying to connect with people to bring our car to weddings and bar mitzvahs and social events, birthday parties, anywhere we can, so that we can get more people employed. And as a nonprofit, we are always doing fundraising. So any ideas on that would be most welcome. You can reach me at 561-676-2078. Our website is deliciousspoonfuls.org. And you can also see our Facebook page on Delicious Spoonfuls, Florida, Inc. Keep in touch. Thank you.
Okay, did I miss anybody? Debbie, you want to circle back? Did you leave anything out that you want to put in?
No, not really, but I would love the opportunity to help anyone's family with disabilities. You know, we work with people 14 and up. The state will pay for their care for the job, getting a job. Also, if you're an employer and you need help, let me know. We have great people. I have work with people with master's degrees, and I work with people that have intellectual disabilities. So when I say disability, it means anything. I bet a lot of your people that work for you at this time have disabilities that you don't know about. So anything I can do to help, please give me a call, or any questions you have, even if it's someone from out of state. My agency wouldn't be able to help you, but I could guide you, any way I can to help. Anybody can call me at 561-715-4379. Thanks. And it was nice meeting everyone.
Thank you. One of the things that we provide is the restaurant leads report that Terry is always talking about. That's a list of restaurants that are under construction and restaurants that have just opened. And it becomes almost a full-time job for a vendor to contact those people, on the phone. Debbie has people who may be handicapped in a way that they can do that job. They can, I guess you'd call it an appointment setter, or to reach out to those people to pave the way for you to get in and talk. That's one of the areas I know that we've talked about in the past. So just keep that in mind.
And also, if I could interrupt,
go.
A lot of times working with people on the spectrum, they like to do the same thing over and over again, where there's jobs that would be boring for someone who's typical. So they are very detailed oriented, or you work with someone who's deaf and they don't communicate well and are talking to the staff. So guess what? They're working hard. So there's a lot of advantages to hiring people with disabilities, not just, because they do a good job, but it's also changing someone's life. You change the family's life. Yeah, Helen could attest to that. I work with her son.
There's also the higher degree of loyalty among people with disabilities. They appreciate the jobs even more.
Yes, they do. And because, it's funny because I hear people say, oh, I have to go to work. And, the people that I work with are so happy to go to work, so happy to be a part of an organization and feel a part of a job. And it's like their work family. And sometimes when you're an employer and you have somebody with disabilities, and that person who has a disability can show up on time every day, why can't people that don't have disabilities show up on time every day? So it really, it's a motivator all around. So again, thank you, Howard and Terry.
Welcome. I'm Howard Appel. I'm the founder and publisher of Today's Restaurant News, and we provide advertising in our digital newspaper on our website, and we also provide email marketing and video marketing and the restaurant leads report that Terry works on. I want to thank Kevin and Chris and John. We did a video e-blast for them recently and got terrific numbers. And time for you to reschedule. You know, no matter what kind of advertising you do, I'm not talking to you, I'm talking in general, but regardless of what's going on, advertising is best when done repetitively, and especially in an economic downturn. We had a great conversation this morning in the first group that shows that the best way to beat inflation and beat an economic downturn is to make your product known to your clients, to your potential clients. You know, it's the old story that I've told 100 times about Coca-Cola and Pepsi. When Pepsi was an upstart company and there was sugar rationing or World War I, Coca-Cola stopped all their advertising, and Pepsi saw an opportunity to let the world know who they were, and they advertised like crazy for several years, even though they couldn't produce the product. And when the rationing was over, they became the #2 cola company overnight because they advertised it and people know who they were. So that's just a little hint. Did you want, Terry, you need something? Terry Lena? No? Okay. Well, we're right on time. We're at 12 o'clock. I want to thank everybody for coming. I want to thank Terry for a great presentation. As I said before, let me know if you want to schedule a presentation. I think it's important for your company to do it. And I thank you all for coming, and we'll see you all next week. Stay safe.
All right, everybody. Have a good weekend.
Everybody.
Bye.
Take